questions because wealth building and taxation don't go hand in hand, right? Taxation is something that we have to keep an eye on. But I'm very happy that you brought this issue about businesses because one of the stories that popped into my mind, just to close what you were saying, is the story about the fact that a lot of people have partnerships, they signed agreements, but they don't have any money under those signatures. So what happens if some of the partners are not there anymore? The family of the partner, as your example, has nothing to receive because there was no money as a foundation to that agreement. So that is a very important point when you have partners in business that a lot of people, especially small business owners, have no idea about. So I think that is something that is really important for people to get acquainted with this notion. But going to wealth building and taxation, you have a lot of theories about that, Darius.
So yes, no. So first, I'm not a tax advisor. So, but every business should have a not someone in their network, in their good association, not just someone who helps you file the taxes, but someone who actually work with the businesses on the taxes as well. So there's some tax advisors who will use life insurance tools to basically help the businesses structure properly their plan in it, that they can actually minimize their taxation there. Number one thing I know that we all have to pay taxes. We're all gonna die one day, right? That's a given. But these tools are also used for in insurance space for. Well, you can actually pay. So if the business is not a normal structure where we work with a client is they have a S corp, for example, right? And that S corp is like if the money stay in S corp, then of course it's not taxable, right? But once we start paying ourselves, then we pay taxes, right? And it depends which state you are in. They're different also. I'm talking about speaking in generic form. There's some tax involved in that too. But you see, guys, these tools like in insurance space, they've been used widely for the CEOs and CFOs or business owners to actually pay themselves from the business bonuses into their life insurance policies. And why that matters? Because even if the business has to pay tax today, they will pay tax in today's rate, right? But the money can safely grow at the tax deferred rate, and access to the money is tax free. So a lot of time people don't utilize that tool, but and a lot of businesses get in trouble from unpaying taxes. And so I believe that when we have to pay, let's pay taxes. Let's use the traditional tools to minimize the taxes. So one of those tools are you can have a SEP IRA set in place. But remember, guys, whatever is deferred, you'll have to pay it back later. And the problem with that is it's not guaranteed that your business is going to be doing much better later, and you're going to have money later to pay those taxes. Now, with the new proposals, the capital gains are going to be taxed at a much higher rate. And by the way, looking back in our history between 1954 and 1960, we were at 91% highest marginal tax. 91%, 91 to 94%. Now as of 2020, we're at 37% highest marginal tax, right? So we know the taxes will go up, and then in which form. So I believe that if your business is making money, you should definitely pay taxes as you go. You should pay your income taxes, but if you know you're not going to use a lot of that money, so instead of money staying in the business, you can structure them as a bonus structure in your life insurance policy, where you can have access to that money at a net cost zero loans, and that money is tax free. And if you don't access, that money will grow tax free, and you will have access later to that money tax free. So we work with large companies that, and we structure plans like that, they work exactly very well for the smaller businesses, but it requires for business to have some cash flow coming in, solid cash flow coming in. Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I again, continuously creating the avenues of growing your business, so reinvesting in the business, it also pays off, and then